Borders are supposed to separate countries. But some are just plain bizarre. From a country inside another country to a village split between two nations, here are 10 of the most unusual borders in the world. Let's start our journey around the map. Our first stop brings us to the very heart of Rome, a city ancient and sprawling. Yet nestled within its embrace lies Vatican City, the smallest independent nation on Earth. Its border with Italy, a mere 2 miles long, completely encircles this tiny country. St. Peter's Square serves as an open gateway, where the border is an invisible line on the cobblestones, crossed daily by thousands. Welcome to Barle-Hertog in Belgium and Barle-Nassau in the Netherlands, where the border is a complex patchwork of dozens of separate parcels. The border runs through homes, shops and cafes, marked by simple white crosses on the pavement. A single doorway may have 2 house numbers, and residents can find their living room in Belgium and kitchen in the Netherlands. A cafe might simply move its tables to the other side when one country's regulations kick in. In Derby Line, Vermont, stands the Haskell Free Library, deliberately built over a century ago to foster goodwill between the US and Canada. A thick black line runs across the reading room floor, marking the division between the United States and Canada. You can enter from Vermont and simply walk across the room to find yourself in Quebec, Canada. Patrons from both countries mingle freely, sharing knowledge without a passport in sight. The Kaliningrad Oblast is a territory belonging to Russia, yet completely separated from it by land. It's wedged between Poland and Lithuania, both EU and NATO members. To travel to mainland Russia by land, one must cross at least 2 international borders. Once German East Prussia, it was annexed by the Soviet Union after World War II, and with Lithuania's independence, found itself geographically cut off. Today it remains a heavily militarized and strategically vital port for Russia on the Baltic Sea. In the Bering Strait, 2 small islands stand as sentinels between continents and time itself. Big Diomede belongs to Russia, Little Diomede to the United States. The international date line runs between them. When residents of Little Diomede wake up on Saturday morning, their neighbors are already beginning Sunday, a 21-hour time difference. Little Diomede is called Yesterday Isle, and Big Diomede Tomorrow Isle. It's a place where you can literally look across and see into tomorrow. Separated by just 2.4 miles of often frozen sea, it's one of the most mind-bending borders on the planet. Before 2015, the Cooch Behar region had the world's most convoluted system of enclaves, Indian enclaves inside Bangladesh, and Bangladeshi enclaves inside India. The complexity reached staggering levels with Dahala Kagrabari, Indian territory inside a Bangladeshi enclave, inside an Indian enclave, all within Bangladesh. The 2015 Land Boundary Agreement finally resolved this puzzle, allowing residents to choose their nationality. This brought an end to one of the most bizarre border situations in human history. At over 29,000 feet above sea level, Mount Everest's summit is where the border between Nepal and China runs directly across the peak. Climbers from the southern ridge are in Nepal, while those on the northern ridge are in China. To stand on the very peak is to have 1 foot in each country, straddling the roof of the world. It's a powerful illustration of humanity's instinct to demarcate territory, even in the most inaccessible environments on Earth. At the Tumen River in Northeast Asia, the borders of China, North Korea and Russia all meet in a single heavily guarded location. The Korea-Russia Friendship Bridge is the sole crossing point between those nations, while tourists on the Chinese side can take boat trips along the river. It's a place of immense strategic importance, a focal point of 3 distinct political worlds, all silently watching one another. The atmosphere is thick with political tension across the slow-moving water. Our final border is Point Nemo, the oceanic pole of inaccessibility, the spot farthest from any land, over 1,600 miles from the nearest coastlines. The closest humans are often astronauts orbiting above in the International Space Station. This extreme isolation makes it the world's spacecraft cemetery, where old satellites and space stations are guided to crash. A watery graveyard for our technological ambitions, defined not by what is there, but by what is not, a border marking the edge of our inhabited world. Borders can be strange, political, and sometimes just funny. These examples remind us of the beautifully complex world we inhabit. Each tells a tale about who we are, how we organize ourselves, and our relationship with the land we call home. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to GeoStudy for more amazing facts from around the globe.